What's going on, guys? Ben here, and we are back for some more Golf Clash, and this is a qualifying round for Masters tournament and the Haunted Hills tournament, the Masters round, Haunted Hills qualifying. As I said in the last few videos, if you did not see, my qualifying round video was lost. I don't know what happened to it after I got done recording, so I figured what I would do is go into the replays and show you what I've done on each hole and how I need to do them differently next time, or what I thought was good or whatever. But we're on to hole number 4 now, guys. Hole number 4, I made a disaster out of this hole. This was horrible. This is going to be a video on how not to play this hole. Now, with this wind, I knew I could get over that water, and that's what I was intending to do. My opponent also did the same thing. We tried to go over the water, but I put too much topspin on it. Do not put this much topspin on this shot. Now, I did overpower it slightly and curl it to the left, but even without the overpower, I still would have made it over, and it still would have ended up in this bunker. So do not put topspin on this shot, or at least not 4 bars, which I think is what I've done. I ended up putting 4 bars on it. Just let me make sure real quick. We'll watch it one more time just to show you what I've done. But this one here, yeah, 4 bars of topspin. Don't do that. Do not do that. You will end up in the bunker. Now, you're going to have a second tailwind. This is tailwind and tailwind on this par 5, which is really nice. It makes it very eagleable. But do not hit it in this bunker, guys. This is not what you want to do. This is a video of how not to play this hole. And my opponent ended up in the water. So I would have showed his shot to show you how to play it, but his ended up in the water. So we're going to go back and see what I've done with my second shot, where I've done something wrong again. I should have played it completely different than what I did, and I know that now. That is a good thing about the qualifying round. It teaches you what you don't need to do next time. Now, instead of trying to just take this straight over the water, I decided to bounce it over the water and adjust for the wind and get it to bounce just right and make it all pretty and sassy and nice across the water. But that part worked, but I went right into another bunker. So do not do that. You can make it over with that 10-mile-an-hour tailwind if you have a Spitfire level 4. So do not do that. This is how not to play this hole. Like I said, this was a terrible, terrible performance on this hole. I ended up parring this hole, a par 5. I ended up with a par. My third shot here was just ended up short, or ended up in the rough. Yeah, I adjusted too much for the wind, more than I wanted to, and I had left spin on it to try to get it to the hole. But I ended up in the rough here, and then I missed this little shot because it landed on that hill wrong on the green, and I ended up with a par. So this is how not to play this hole, guys. Hole number 4 kicked my ass and caused me to get a par, which was my own fault. But anyway, guys, this is hole number 4 from the Master Tees. Do not put topspin on your drive if you have a level 5 Apocalypse, because it will end up in the bunker. It probably will end up in the bunker if you have a level 4 Apocalypse. I'm not sure, but I almost bet you that it will. And if you do end up in the bunker and you have a Spitfire, I suggest taking a Spitfire to this hole. If you do end up in that bunker, you can make it over the water with the second shot. Okay? I'm going to see you on the next hole, guys.